Okey. Baik, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera, selamat petang, good afternoon everybody. First of all, I would like to say thank you to everyone for joining this what we call KUAT. My name is Asnul. KUAT stands for Kuliah Atas Talian, or online lecture, but not necessarily a lecture. It can also be in a form of a workshop, a chat, a discussion, anything. But because what sounds better, so we use Kuliah Atas Talian. So this is the second series of KUAT. The first series of KUAT was held at on I think 20th of April by Nasir Baharudin. Nasir Baharudin gave an interesting interesting lecture on the art science epistemology and how we can deploy the art science epistemology for curatorial purposes. In the case of Nasir Baharudin's presentation, for a series of exhibitions called Nyawa. And for Nyawa, most of the contents of the exhibitions were taken from research projects done by the lecturers of UPM. So it was quite actually very interesting for me personally, very interesting presentation. I have to inform that all the our WebEx session is recorded, so those who miss this session can refer to our MGTF YouTube, YouTube. Okay, so if you miss or you have other friends who are interested to join but couldn't join, they can go to our recorded version later, not now. Okay? So that's it. Introduction sedikit ya. For today, we have a special guest. His name is Aloysius Yapp. I call him Aloy. I will probably refer to him as Aloy lah. But the other guests, the other participants who call him Dr. Aloy atau Dr. Aloysius. Saya panggil dia Aloy lah. Kenapa saya panggil dia Aloy? Bukan Yapp Aloy. Walaupun dia Aloysius Yapp, jangan kau pandai panggil dia, hey, Yapp Aloy. Aku tampar nanti ya. Anyway, Aloy ni dia student saya dulu, pernah menjadi student saya dulu. Saya sudah lupa tahun berapa Aloy ya. Lama.
1996, 1999.
1996 until 1999. So waktu itu dia menuntut di peringkat sarjana muda di Universiti Malaysia Sarawak, Unimas. Tetapi ketika itu saya moderate session dalam bahasa Inggeris dan bahasa Melayu ya Aloy ya. Okay ya? No problem with you?
Yes. Okay.
Right. So, no. Saya cerita sedikit lah ya. Little background about Aloysius. Dia mengambil jurusan sinematografi di Fakulti Seni Budayaan dan Kreatif Universiti Malaysia Sarawak atau UNIMAS tahun 6 hingga 99, saya dah lupa begitu lah ya. Jadi suatu itu saya mengajar di jabatan Departemen Seni Halus ya. Tetapi beliau juga dia mengambil beberapa kursus dengan saya. Waktu itu saya kenal dia lah. So, Aloysius ini seorang dari Sarawak ya, berasal dari Betong
Betong Sarawak.
Betong Sarawak. Dia seorang yang sangat passionate, dia sangat passionate dengan Betong. Sampai saya ingat perkataan Betong. Kerana saya tak pernah jumpa seorang yang sangat passionate dengan Betong. Dia nak bercerita tentang sejarah Betong dan dia sangat sayang dengan Betong dia tu kan. Saya sendiri dari Teluk Intan, saya saya sendiri rasa segan. Saya tidak begitu sayang dengan Tok Intan seperti mana Aloy menyayangi betulnya kan. Jadi itu satu karakter yang saya sangat terkesan daripada beliau yang membuatkan saya dia stand out lah ya, walaupun dia bukan pada seni halus, dia sinematografi. Another thing about Aloy, sorry Aloy, I have to expose you to our participants. Most of them are my students.
No worry, bro. Go ahead, go ahead. Thank
Have to
you.
bear with me. Sorry, minta maaf lah kan.
No worry.
Aloy also has something that I think is very important lah. Sorry saya confuse sikit ya. Dia ni ada angin. Dia ada angin. Angin, dia ada angin. Dia bukan macam kalau saya cakap tu dia jadi macam kayu, tak ada respon kan. Sekarang ni ramai begitu bila kita bagi cinta dia diam. Kita bagi excitement dia diam. Macam kayu gitu kan. Saya pun tak tahu nak bagi apa lagi kan. Mana saya jangan rasa. Bagi apa-apa, kita excited kan dia. Tapi kalau Aloy ni dia kita tak bagi apa-apa, dia sendiri yang bagi kat kita. Dia sangat bersemangat. Sangat komit dengan apa dia buat. Dan dia angin lah, dia kepala angin lah. Saya kenal sangat lah Aloy ni, dia angin dia. Maksud ini sekarang ni dia sudah jadi seorang suami kan. Sudah ada doktorate, dia mungkin kurang sikit lah. Tapi dulu ni angin dia kuat ni. Angin betul kan. Anyway, but that somehow makes you interesting person. Because I know that I can believe what you do because you are a very passionate person when you are doing things or when you're engaging in whatever you're engaging, especially your animations lah, your stop motion. So itu Aloy dia buat master dia juga di Unimas ya, dia
Betul.
master. Dan projek dia banyak menumpukan kepada stop motion, kepada animation, hand drawn animation. Kalau anda melihat dia punya figura ya, dia melukis hand drawn animation sangat hebat ya. Seorang yang sangat berbakat dan very skillful Dr. Aloy ini. Kemudian beliau melanjutkan pelajaran di peringkat PhD-nya di USM ya.
USM, ya, School Arts.
The School of the Arts USM. Ketika itu kalau tidak silap saya di bawah Profesor Madya Fauzan, betul?
Yes, Dua Prof Fauzan, yes.
Menarik itu ya, sebab bermakna Dr. Aloy ini mendapat tempias daripada Prof Madya Fauzan, dan Prof Madya Fauzan ni dia bukan animator. dia bukan teknologis, dia bukan media artist. Dia seorang painter. Jadi menariknya Aloy ini dia dapat juga ilmu daripada seorang painter kan. Itu menjadi ramuan yang membentuk profil akademik Aloy ini, daripada sinematografinya kepada animasinya, hand drawn animasinya, kepada painting, guru painting. Tapi PhD-nya pun menarik. PhD-nya Aloy tentang apa Aloy? PhD yang animasi itu?
Yang animasi itu tentang Panglima Bukit Sadok. Tentang Papua Longgat. Ya, Iban Practice.
Okay. So kalau kita dengar tadi Dr. Aloy, Panglima Bukit Sadok itu, kita sudah nampak ya dia daripada PhD dia itu sendiri sudah ada satu lagi elemen, iaitu sejarah dan warisan lokal tempatan.
Okay, betul.
Jadi kalau dulunya dia asyik sebut petang itu lokaliti seorang Aloysius Yapp. Betul itu. Ya, itu lokaliti dia. Jadi bila dia buat animasi yang ada lokaliti dari diri dia. Ini benda tu lebih jujur dan lebih benar datang daripada diri kita kan. Jadi kita dah nampak di situ bagaimana minat Dr. Aloy ini terhadap sejarah, warisan, naratif tempatan yang boleh selain disampaikan dan diwariskan dalam bentuk fizikal, juga boleh diwariskan dalam bentuk non-fizikal, dalam bentuk digital. Itulah lebih kurang konten yang akan dibentangkan oleh Dr. Aloy pada hari ini. Belum saya mengapu dan mengepek dan saya pula memang director. Saya tanpa berlengah-lengah, saya serahkan kepada Dr. Aloysius Yapp untuk menyampaikan kuliah atas kalian. Silakan.
Yeah, thanks, Prof. Hasno. Okay, a good day to everyone. Okay, I would like to share something about what Prof. Hasno had to share. Normally, what I call Prof is a Sifu bro. Okay, my whole journey, I'm Aloysius Yapp first. Okay, later on I'll go to my slide. So before that, I'll try to do some briefing. Okay, Prof. Hasno actually is one of my mentor, and beside Prof. Fauzan, while I'm still in Sarawak, long time ago, like 1996 or 1999. Okay, I'm in cinematography study, but I'm very interested with electronic art from Prof. Hasno. Yeah, so I'm very interested in whatever he tried to deliver. That's why I keep on following whatever he tried to deliver at that time. At the same time, also, it allowed me to share my own opinion. There's a very good classes going on with him. And also I learned a lot from cinematography, especially from Prof. Anon Noarai. Also like Prof. Fauzan for visual art. So what Prof. Hasno just now shared with you guys, actually I'm the combination of three of them. Okay. So but I'm trying to come with my own understanding about arts. Okay. So before that, okay, I would like to say thanks to Prof. No because of the invitation for me to share my whatever I have. Okay, I says it when I've been called by him, contacted by him via WhatsApp. I says want to share a lot with you guys because of I would like to let you know that you are very lucky that you can have Prof. No with you, especially for electronic art. Okay, if you want to know about immersive technology, you must be familiar with electronic art and all the devices, and you must know how to differentiate between medium and media. Okay, all this is very important. So let us know is the place which you can get everything. Please try your best to dig out as much as knowledge from him. I know it's not easy, but if you're sincere enough, then you show it to him, he will show you. Okay, if you can meet up with another person, also very important in my life, that when I try to pursue my journey to understand what is arts all about, is Prof. Fauzan. If you can come encounter with him, please say hello to him. Say that Aloysius try to say hello to him, and then try to get as much knowledge about visual art from him, especially about materials. Okay. So, okay, without taking a lot of time, maybe later we can have more time for us to chat. But most importantly, I would like to share with you whatever I want to share with you today. That just know, perhaps not, they already share with you, like what basically my background was about. I got angin. Yeah, my angin now become taufan, but I virtualize it. Virtualize. So later you know what is virtualized. Okay. You are young. Okay. I'm young. You are younger. Okay. So you guys have to understand you can have some angin at this moment, but when you reach a certain time, certain age, then you must go out to the another level. So later I'll show you whatever I get from these three persons in my life. They're very important for me to pursue my arts journey. So I would like to let you see like what we have at this moment and what the Malaysian, especially Sarakian and also Malaysian, what we can do and how we try to shake the world by using the angin we have virtually. Okay. So I would like to share my video, Prof. Hasno. Yeah. Now I will share my slide. The video will be the last so that everybody, I cannot just simply share now because later on they'll get, they'll like get bored. So I will share at the end of the sharing. Okay. Okay, I hope you guys can see my screen. Bro, can see the screen? Bro. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm Aloysius. Yeah. Okay, well, like what Prof has not just shared with you. You can see there's my room. Then you know what I'm trying to play with. Okay. That you can use the QR code to see what I have been delivered. This is our directory. Okay, nothing to hide. Then you know what I'm working on. And then there is my room. Okay, one of my room. Okay, you can see how I work. I play drone. I play with VR. I play with GoPro. I play with a lot of things. 360 theater, everything. Okay, but that is just a tools. Okay, the most important thing is what I want to share with you today is the content. Okay. So, okay, I'm the assistant professor for Faculty of Creative Industries in Utah, University Tunku Abdul Rahman. I'm also a lecturer for Department of Game Studies. Okay, we try to do game design as also game development. And also, I'm the chairperson for Center for Immersive Technology and Creativity. So later on, you'll know like why I can be so passionate and also I enjoy my every single moment every day. 24 hours for me is not enough. I always have to use the second day time for me to do whatever I like. Because when you already liking something, okay, so you impossible for you to feel bored, okay? Okay, now we go to the next slide. I'm so slow. Okay, CITC. Roughly, I would like to let you know where I'm from. I'm from the Center for Immersive Technology and Creativity. Okay, from University Nungan Abdul Rahman. Okay, this is our campus in Selangor. Okay, this is our campus in Sungai Long campus. Okay, for your information, Utah, we have two campuses, one in Selangor, that is our Sungai Long campus, and one in Kampar, Perak. Okay, so our campus, our center actually is in this particular campus. Yeah. Okay, roughly let's say this is what we have. Actually, we have an immersive technology team. We call ITT, AR, and VR exploration. We have a digital archiving programming. We also have a research writing group. We have a publication group. We have a creative output, for example, new media and web-based solution. We have a reach out cluster. Mostly we are going for exhibition. This one is for like society, for local and also international society, for campaign and of awareness for all the immersive technology. Yeah. We have a MLM, we have a KUSF, and also public awareness campaign and sharing webinar like what I do it for today, like for you guys. Yeah. Okay. We're also looking for grant and also consultancy because we are the research center. And our members, we are consist of like creative industry background, engineering background, social sciences, and also communication background. Yeah. Okay, this is one thing you guys need to bear in mind that in future, this is what you need to do, or maybe you can prepare now, that everything you need to have framework. Like for example, our AR, VR team is our core team in our research center, which is already developing a lot of content, which will bring us to national and also international recognition from 2013 until 2020, like last year. Yeah, last year. Okay, we have a V heritage, what we call virtual heritage cluster. We have a digital archiving and cloud computing cluster. We have an AI, game AI in Unity Engine. Mostly we are focusing in Unity Engine. And also learning technology, because we also have the pedagogy group of people who are trying to collaborate because they need to have our technology to support their education for future. Yeah. Okay, this is some of our project which we are delivered and also like we are still continuously doing. We have a VR walkthrough. Even Longhouse is the one which I'll try to do analytical studies with you later on. Okay, how we do it and whatever we are trying to do from beginning until the end. But now it's not the end. Now it's 2021. We got the new version. Yeah. So VR walkthrough for Malay House. This one we also did it. Okay, by using the Jasin model from Malacca. Okay. We also had the V tourism project, the virtual tourism, virtual guided walkthrough, and also 360 panoramic project. Also doing for like V virtual education, we call V education. Roughly whatever you guys listen to like e-learning, whatever, now you just remember there's a V. V is virtual education. Okay, AR for education, AR for medical sciences. Okay, we have potential collaboration. We have to go for the virtual lab, virtual clinic, and also like virtual operating theater. Okay, this that's all roughly about our center. Yeah. Okay, now I go to the today whatever we want to discuss. Today's discussion actually is what I call my series of talk about extended reality. We call it XR. Okay, so the one I will share with you is VR, the virtual reality. I have been taking this topic, also the project going around. Not the whole world, but some of the places in the world to share with the people over there about our exploration, our finding in terms of this VR in the context of cultural preservation for heritage and cultural preservation. Yeah, we also try to do it for AR, for augmented reality. Yeah, we also soon, I hope by this year I can cover until mixed reality. Yeah, so that after that people can understand what is immersive technology all about. Okay, Prof. Hasno, just for your information, immersive technology I have now actually is a branch out from whatever you shared with me a long time ago in 1996 to 1999 about the electronic art. So this is the another paradigm that we are trying to use whatever knowledge I have in electronic art to try to multiply it. So this is what we have at this moment. So I say thanks that Encik Hasno used to share with me what is electronic art all about, especially the essential part of electronic art. Yeah. Okay, our group actually, our core team, our center, we have 50 members at this moment. The whole faculty, we got 120 something faculty members. But 15 members consist of engineering, creative industry, social sciences, and communication. They are in our center. So roughly, we only have 20% of our members. They are in VR and also AR content building group, and also like the hardware exploration. Yeah. So in 2013, this is the first time our group we put it together. When we want to venture into this journey, actually it's not easy to convince a university which they are very, very good in engineering, because this is about technology. It's totally different. You need to have both brand for you to explore in this particular field. Yeah. You need to have creative mind. You need to have critical mind. You need to have something related to logical thinking and creative thinking. That's why only in between you can create the project. Look like later on I'll share with you. Okay. 2018 is the time we engage with augmented reality, because why we engage and with this, we have a request from another group of members from Kampa campus, which they want to explore in augmented reality for education. So I put in another team, which we call the AR Team 1, to try to support them for their early education for science study. So we use some of the project to try to explore in this field. And then we hope from 2021, we can embark to mixed reality so that I can complete the extended reality, technology within this year. This is what my aim, yeah. Okay, so before we go to the very serious discussion, I would like to let you know, I want to ask you, do you like VR? Everybody that when they look at this particular gear, okay, when you look at this gear, everybody they know that. So I want to talk about VR. But how much you know about VR and what is VR can do and what VR can give it back to you? You know, you are not only for entertainment, you are not only for amusement, you for sure for something else. Yeah. Okay, so the future of virtual reality. What is the future of virtual reality? Let me tell you something about virtual reality. I actually interested in VR since 2000, year 2000. Okay, but during that time, all the hardware is very expensive. It's impossible for the normal person to try to get involved in VR technology. But I never give up. I'm trying my best to look for content. I try my best to look for IP. That time, I already can understand what is IP all about. Right? And what is the purpose of virtual reality? Okay, virtual reality technology is used to create immersive experiences. Okay, that can help educate and also like even users. Okay, outside and also like its popular gaming use case. Okay, virtual reality is applied to a variety of industries such as like medicine, architecture, military, and others. Okay? Virtual reality is one of the technologies higher projected. Okay, this is one from IDC in 2018. The investment in VR and AR generally multiplied to 21.4 over the next 4 years. Okay, which is almost like one more year from now. Okay, reaching 15.5 billion euros by 2022. You know that Facebook actually is the one who tried to do a lot of investment in this. He used to follow the news about this. Okay, you play games, right? Okay. So when you play games, you also try to make yourself to immerse inside the game. Say, for example, you just imagine you are playing a game like that. You wear the gear and then you go inside to hit your enemy inside the game. So how's the user experience? Okay. So like for example, when you go there, you are going inside the game to chase and to run, fighting, and so flying in a virtual environment we call VE. So with the VR technology support, okay. So what this is in game industry. Okay? Okay, whatever we are trying to do, we talk about user experience. Okay, whatever we try to do in virtual environment, we will do it in immersive technology. We talk about user experience. We call UX. So these all the acronym you guys need to remember, because later on all the slide, you can see all these acronym everywhere. Yeah. Okay, props and also gadget for gaming. Okay, for VR, for all this immersive technology, we need to have all the gadget. Without the gadget, you cannot experience the particular experience. For example, if you want to shoot, you need to have a particular gadget for you to use, for you to feel like you are shooting. Is it? Yeah. Okay. Now our group, our members, whatever I have in my hand now, our core team, this is what we are trying to put into it. Education and entertainment. Okay, you imagine if you can play games and then you learn history. You play games, you learn mathematics. You play games, you learn science. Yeah, okay. This is how fun is it? Because my field is we deal with fun. My background, I told a lot of people, I play with F. Okay, F is film. Okay, A anime, and M manga. Can you imagine? I'm playing entertainment industry. Okay, but I'm involving in education line. So now it's my team and the Center for Learning Technology. We combine together. We want to find the new way for the future education. Students no longer read books. So They will try to play around. And after that, from there, they will experience. From experience, they can remember whatever they have been taught and whatever they've been learned. So the process of learning is not spoon-fed. Okay, the process of learning is experiment and exploration. So this is our purpose on our center. Yeah. So what we call is edutainment. It's education plus entertainment. Okay, then if you imagine if I put the game element inside your learning process, cool, right? Yeah, but it's not easy at this moment. But we never give up. Prof has know that Aloysius is the one who never give up. Whatever we cannot do now, I will know that in future people will do this. So I will become the farmer to plant the seed. So let the future, like for you, for example, you guys pick up this interest, you know. Then after that, you guys can continue the whole journey. Yeah. Okay, for example, okay, learning through gaming experience is something like you had to know as user experience. Means to say, well, we need to create a user experience for you. For example, I let you shoot alien. Okay, I let you shoot alien in a pyramid. I let you shoot alien in KLCC. I let you shoot alien in somewhere else. Okay, and then there is an experience. It's very, very special experience. Okay, nowadays everybody they use VR goggle to treat you to buy the gadget because they want you to experience the roller coaster. Is already outdated. Okay, it's already outdated. Okay, for example, imagine if everything we go online, everything we go virtually. So I mean to say we don't have to prep in the city traffic and also long journey. So that is a very cool experience. So nobody have to go to trap in the traffic. And if you trap in the traffic, you know that our brand will come out with something is not good, but you will have to. Sometimes people they'll swear, you know, they'll swear during the traffic jam. So but we can solve that problem because the element is not good for you to get a healthy body, you know. Okay, imagine in future for us is just one finger touch. Everybody in this particular virtual room, you also use smartphone. Right? Nobody talk about mobile phone. Nobody talk about whatever phone. We talk about smartphone. Okay, when you talk about smartphone, it's just a finger touch. Whatever the changes is just a finger touch. Okay, so I mean to say you are in Matrix films, cool, right? Yeah. Okay, then after that, there's many experience. You be around, like you go to KL, you go to Klang Valley, you can see there's a lot of amusement park. Last year, I've been invited to go for one virtual launching in Sarawak for their VR amusement park. Everybody, they want to go to experience that, to have fun. Yeah? So everything is for future. Remember this, whatever I want to share with you is about future. So I mean to say, if someone come between you and me, talking about this thing is impossible, but I can tell you everything is possible. Now, if virtual reality, everything is possible. You just remember this. Yeah. Okay. Now the big question is whether you are in or out. Okay. It's very simple. If people come to you telling you wasting your time doing something related to VR, or AR, or MR, it's just a question of you are in or out. But for me, I can tell you, the time will become the witness. Those people, they will become out. Whoever they come in, now you are the future. You are the one who can build out this future for everyone. Yeah. So just accept it. Okay, the future is within your finger touch. Okay, the enter button. Once you enter the button, you are in. That's it. Okay, denial one day will become the history. So don't argue. Never argue in the journey we're pursuing our art. Okay, or our belief or whatever. Yeah. Okay, let's go for VR. Okay, now just now I just give you some briefing only. You know, actually the real practice is here. The topic for today is about this. See, immersive technology for heritage and culture preservation. That's why just now I just bring you around, okay, to let you see how cool is VR and whatever in your mind is VR about. But now I tell you, I try to share with you something that the VR, when you try to apply in like heritage and culture preservation, how it look like. Okay, the designer is me, Aloysius Yapp, and developer is Lim Chai Kim. Okay. Okay, now I don't go for the next. Okay, so our project like what J. Asno said, Prof. Asno just shared with you, that I'm very passionate about my own hometown, especially Betong. Yeah, why I have so much because there's so much memory for me in my hometown. And then from young, actually I play around in the Longhouse. Okay, and then I really like Longhouse. Okay, Longhouse for me is a place which I can find all my childhood. All my childhood. But when I went back, then I found out that a lot of Longhouses, they're already converted to become concrete building. So it's very sad. So there is the location. Okay, our project is here. Okay, so our center is here. As you can see my mouse, our center is in Klang here, Klang Valley. Okay, but our project is here. So how we do the project? Like how we do this project, starting from 2013, 2014, 2015. That's the time we CAC send the whole team, not the whole team, partially our team, to go to this particular area. From here, we need to fly them here. Sorry. Okay. So our thoughts. Okay, our thoughts. For sure, you ask me. For sure, you ask me. So why you got such like intention? You want to do something like that? Okay. And one of them is that immersive technology refers to art, applied science, and also engineering that tries to simulate the real world, okay, or pre-visualize a fictional or future world, okay. This is done through the means of like digital electronic devices, okay, thereby creating a sense of immersion. Okay, see, I can tell you, if you want to involve in immersive technology, you want to involve in AR, VR, whatever we call extended reality, you must become a dreamer first. You must become a dreamer. Mean to say you must become, like berangan-angan every day. Okay, you want not berangan to become rich. What I mean, like you want to achieve something. You want to achieve something. You want to do something. For example, like what Prof. Hasno shared with you. I'm in cinematography. I'm also involving in some of the visual art practice. I also draw a lot. I draw crazily. Okay, one day I draw until I can go for a minor surgery for my finger. This is how crazy I'm in drawing. Okay, and sketching. I sketch every day. I sketch everything. Whatever in my mind, I sketch out. If I don't want to sketch it nighttime, I cannot sleep. That is how angin I am in drawing or in sketching. Yeah. Okay. This is done. Okay. This is done through. So this is one of our thoughts. The other one is that our research is reconstructing rare or disappearing items in the culture and also from my homeland, especially. Why I keep on telling you about my homeland? Because I want to use my own hometown to inspire the rest to do for their own hometown. Okay, later on at the end of the presentation, you can see how many people they pick up the interest from this particular journey when they join me to go to venture into Sarawak. Okay, and then at last they come back and then they do for their own. So you can see the impact. The impact is very, very big. Yeah. But we took about 7 years to achieve that. 7 years. Okay. But it never ends. Okay, just now it's just the beginning. Okay, so okay, the culture of our homeland has led me to believe that the virtual world is a cost-effective platform for preserving the things that will one day vanish from this earth. Okay, in designing something new, it is useful to learn from the past. So this is our thoughts. Okay, this is very simple because we want to preserve something. That's it. Yeah, virtually. Okay, so framework for sure as whoever on earth. This is why I always encourage the undergrad student of mine to pursue the postgrad. Because postgrad, master and also PhD is the place for you to stabilize your angin. Okay, and then after that you know how to put out a framework to help in your project. Not only for you, whatever we are doing, we must remember one thing, especially in research, we are doing for next generation. We documentize whatever in our brain, in our mind, okay, towards the journey so that the young generation can pick up that. So you need to have framework. You need to have framework. This is my framework, very simple. I'm from Sarawak. Anybody from Sarawak here, okay, you guys know that we are rich with nature. Okay, we are rich with nature. Okay, rivers, come on, man, we are the homeland of rivers. Okay, mountains, okay, forests, everything. Okay, so you see, this is one of my core. Okay, then after that, we have to talk about technology, like the one which I engage with, the immersive technology, the AR, VR, whatever R you can name it. Okay, for me, that is just a tool. Okay, just a tool. So for me, why I ask you to learn seriously from Prof. Hasno and also Prof. Fauzan is because you must understand what is tools. Okay, AR, VR, or whatever R is just your pencil and also your pen. It's not a very big deal, The big deal is the center part. You can see the 3 circle, the one in the center, the product. That is the content. That is the IP. That is everything about you. Okay. For example, I got nature. Nature for sure got interior, exterior. Okay. Then after that we have humanities. Humanity means that my practice, my background. For example, I'm Christian Catholic. Okay. That is my belief to guide me to not be lost in the virtual. Virtual reality will make you lost. You must remember this. So you must have a very strong practice based on your religion, based on your ideology, based on the belief or whatever. So I put it as humanities. Okay. Then after that, technology, immersive technology and traditional approach. Mean to say you still need to do manually. You still need to draw. You still need to sketch. you still need to do mind map. This is why I told you we need a critical and also creative thinking together. Only you can achieve the product. What in the center here. Yeah. So the next one. Okay, product inspired. Okay, in nature or more attractive, unique. I learn also well taught. Either is aesthetics or functional inspiration. A river in Sarawak. So this is the place which I always be around during my childhood. This is the place I learned a lot. Okay, I still remember when I visited Prof. Hasno in Sungai Sedim. I found back the feeling which I have in my own hometown. Yeah, in my own hometown, even though now locked out, locked down, locked here, locked there, okay, never uplifted, but I can feel it. I can feel it. That is the power. That is what they got something which from the nature that you can get it. Okay, so you inspired you a lot. Yeah. Paddy field. Okay, paddy field also the other place which I spent a lot of time with all my my fellow friends from the Longhouse. Okay, from there also I can see a lot of how useful is the thing that they put in the paddy field. Okay, how they try to use every single element inside there to help them for the daily life. You know, this is whatever we need to understand before you want to do something, before you want to, later you'll see the workflow, how we try to do all the study and how we bring all the thing to the virtual environment. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So traditional Iban Longhouse. Okay. I hope you guys used to see this Longhouse before, but I'm not talking about the cultural village. I'm not talking about whatever they show in museum. I'm talking about the real Longhouse, the real Longhouse. And I can tell you the photo I show you is something like how people tell you about the planet. You can see the planet now mean to say the planet no longer is there, and because of this explosion and the light reach you maybe billion years. Okay, so this is also the same story. The Longhouse I show you now maybe no longer is it look like this. I told you already, government subsidize the Longhouse to modernize. Modernization and urbanization cause a lot of things just missing. Okay, everything lost in space. Okay, so where we can keep this thing is in virtual reality. This is what I want. Not only virtual reality, augmented reality also can. As long as you can understand the whole journey, then you know how to output all this. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Okay, so this is the other type. That's how you can see a wooden. Then this is a zinc. Okay, so this is the place which I bring my team to one of the places we want to visit. And then you imagine this is not our Longhouse. You know, this is somebody on Longhouse. You used to be in Sarawak. You knew that. Okay, it's impossible for you to go to other people's Longhouse without any permission. You know about it, especially in the interior area. Okay, but my team, because of me, we went there together. They thought it's go for the tour. But for me, I don't want to share a lot because there's a lot of taboo, there's a lot of practice there. So after that, only I share with them what's going on, this and that. Okay, later you'll see more. Huh? Okay, so staircase. One of the very important element I want to share with you, there's a lot, but I cannot because of too many. I would like to tell you, okay, why people build staircase. This is a very, very functional question. Okay, when you want to draw something in your painting, even the or dot or line, in your mind, you must ask yourself, why? 5W1H, for sure you know what is it about. 5W1H, why, when, who, that one, the 5W1H. Okay, why people do staircase? Because the house built on the hill. Okay, why they need to put, you can see they go stages by stages, okay? This is 3 different houses, you know, okay? The first one you can see is quite primitive. They just want to put some stone or pebble, also some wood, so that they can just step out. And because when rain is wet, also it's very hard for them to climb. So they put this to help them. So when they go for the other one, this one is more civilized, they use wood so that to help them to climb up. Then this one, they know how to build it. Okay, then after that, they put like this. So you can see 3 different types of staircase for the same purpose, for them to climb up to the house. Okay, so this is what we call functionality, or we call usability. The problem for the people who involved in creative line is this. Okay, last time I still remember when Prof. Hasno tried to share with us what's the difference between fine art and applied arts. Okay, until today, Prof. Hasno is here, so I want to share with Prof. Hasno what is my finding after so many years, Prof. Hasno. Okay, the difference between applied arts and fine art is applied arts is the one we use the art which can help our daily life. Fine art is for us to express whatever interior monologue, whatever we have in our heart. So whatever I try to do, I always share with people, I am from applied arts. I'm not from fine arts. But in applied arts, we learn fine art. We learn visual art. We learn electronic art. Okay. So I'm so proud to tell you, Prof, this is what my finding until now. Yeah. And I never give up fighting. I know there's a new fighting soon. Yeah, not now. Huh? Yeah, okay, so this is interior. You see my team, what I told you, exterior, interior is a must. So you must go inside to have a look. Okay, let me tell you, when we go there, look like spot check. We never tell whoever inside the Longhouse that we are here to do some research or to do some visiting. We want to see the real look, how it look like. You know what I mean? Like for example, sometimes when you go to some occasion, the people they already beautified it. So that is not what we want. As a research team, we want to see the real setup. We call mise-en-scène in cinematography. Mean to say putting everything on the set. Okay. So you want to have the real thing, you need to go there to do spot check. When you do spot check, that is the big risk. Because you must remember, all the Longhouse, they have a shotgun. You must remember this. You must remember this. They have shotgun. Okay. Okay. So what is this? I until now I cannot see this in West Malaysia. Even though I went to a lot of like places and also small town, but this is you can see in our market, especially the Cebu market. You can see what is the usability meant. Okay, the usability is when the chicken, when the hen, you are not putting them wrapped by using the newspaper, they will become havoc. They create problem there. But once you wrap like that, all of them will be in orderly fashion. They never create any chaotic moment for the owner. So this is you must learn. You must go to the small town to look at whatever thing they have there to study how they do that thing. You know, it's not. I'm not. The other place you don't want to study in the market. You go to Daiso. You go to Daiso. You can see a lot of element, a lot of product inside. You cannot understand what is that for, because they're Japanese, man. Japanese very practical. Japanese, they talk about functionality. So you must learn from all this, okay? Functionality or usability. Okay, so this is our methodology. You can see our research of it. We talk about this is three phases we call data collection, asset construction, and also prototype development. So when we break down, it look like this. Okay, the framework. The data collection, for sure, you need to have literature review, you need to have visual review, you need to have audio and visual collection, you need to have groundwork, you need to have preparation of digital or data archiving system, you need to have data analysis, you need to have documentation and filing. Whatever in your mind, you know this is pre-production, okay? Then after that, the other one is asset construction, 3D models and texture construction, audio construction, user interface construction, virtual composition. This is what we call production in our field, okay? And then prototype development, okay, this is the last one, okay, we call post-production. You can see what we have inside there, coding, VE, virtual environment and asset setting. First run down for test. We need to have tests. In programming, everybody in programming, they will do this few stages. The first one is requirement. The second one is coding. The third one is design. Then the fourth one is testing. So we need to follow this life cycle every single time. You know, if the test is not right, then we need to go back again to the beginning. Everything not right, we will go back again to the beginning. And then after that, the coding team have to do debugging. In Unity, especially we want to create our own content, there is a bugs everywhere. So they have to do debugging. Okay. Okay, and then compilation. After that, we compile it, final output, then we know final test. Then after that, we go for science and engineering and technology showcase. And also we go for publication. This is what our job all about for years, okay, for years. Okay, the field work. Okay, now I would like to introduce my team, the ITT2. Okay, this is the team which followed me to my hometown in 2015. Okay, and also following up in 2016, 2017, also they got team members follow me back. Okay, and then okay, until the lockdown, then we cannot do anything at this moment. Okay, a work of like 5 of us. Okay, our task force for about 5. We went to Sarawak. Okay, this is the one in the center here is a resident of Sarawak, Betong. Okay, so I visited resident because now you know why I can visit some of the longhouses in Betong, because I get the permission from this particular big detail in my hometown. It's a resident. I mean to say he's the highest there, like governor. Okay, last time in British time is a governor. Now he's the resident. So he's very interested in whatever we are doing. When he knew that we are doing something very cool. Okay, so these these members of mine, they are from West Malaysia. 3 of them never be in Sarawak before. You imagine this? Okay, 3 of them never be in Sarawak before. So later on, I'll show you okay how they had fun, how they had fun in our field work there. Yeah. Okay, so you see, this is how the scenario look like when the team go to the Longhouse. They need to dig out every single thing, because we talk about novelty. One thing you need to bear in mind is your project must have novelty. What I mean by novelty, I just give you one very simple example. Every single detail, like the grass here, like my friends here, Mr. Go, try to take something related to Longhouse and also the grass. The texture itself, we also want to claim the copyright. The texture itself, mean to say, in our virtual environment, that grass is generated by the computer generated imagery, later on designed by our 3D modeling team. Yeah. So this is how serious is our project all about. Okay. And we have to thank Utah because of this is the time which Utah give us some grant and funding for us to fly the members to my research scope or research area, which is nearby my hometown. Okay. Then we managed to be there for 1 week for the team seriously do the study. Okay. Why we do that is because later on you'll see the one slide in 2013. That's how the first Longhouse look like. So when the team built the Longhouse, that's for us last time, okay? For us, we built the Longhouse. Everybody feel happy. The whole university, the whole faculty, everybody get happy, yeah, happy. But only Aloysius not happy because the detail is not there. The feeling, especially the intangible, this is the term you must learn. And someone can teach you very, very well. Prof. Fauzan and also Prof. Hasno, they'll tell you what is intangible. Intangible is something which you cannot see, you only can feel. So I told you this, in my childhood, I spent a lot of time in the Longhouse. Okay, so when I saw the Longhouse, I know that is not the Longhouse in my memory. That's why I try my best to convince the management. One day, I tried to propose in my colloquium to tell them that I need grant to fly my team. Then I managed to convince the management. So that is the time which Utah first time they opened out the opportunity for us to explore in immersive technology. Until now, our team become one of the very core team. And also our concept, the heritage and cultural preservation, become one of the research scope in Utah. Yeah. So I would like to thank all my members who already sacrifices a lot for this project. Imagine these people, they never be in Sarawak. And then they are willing to reach their help to this project. So I need to share my gratitude seriously to them. Yeah, but for them seriously, they enjoy and they love the project. But you must remember, this is the project for my Longhouse, from my homeland. Yeah. So now some of them, they already try to do something for their own hometown, Later, I'll show you some of the project related to my members from here. The one they follow me for a few years, then at last they come out to become another PI. Okay, another PI means to say our principal investigator. So they also can produce their own project based on whatever we have before. Yeah. Okay, so you see, when they do the river crossing, this is what we call UI, user experience. We want to transfer this to our virtual environment one day. Okay, so the members must understand what is a water resistant look, how you feel it. So the members just cross the river like nobody business, They just cross the river like so happy, enjoy, the river stream. Yeah, just not you want to feel it, you just arrange the time to go to just no Sungai Sedim. Then you can feel this. Yeah. Okay, there you see all the members, they just go around and then they just cross it and cross here, cross there. Okay, crossing river, pathfinding, discovery experience, mainly purpose for the user interface, okay, UI, okay. And then, let me share with you, what is our big challenge? What is the threat? This is the threat. This is the only sign you can see in Sarawak. There's a crocodile crossing. Just how you can see my member cross the river there. Then you can see the news here, the latest news. Crocodile attacking everywhere. That time, I don't dare to tell them because of, if I tell them, nobody will go to do the research. Everybody, they'll stay at the place where they have to stay. So I have to...
Petang. Di Petang ada crocodile tak?
Ada, just no, ada. There is a homeland for Bujang Senang, very nearby. Yeah.
My God.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
So you imagine, that's why I said I seriously thanks my team. They dedicated to the project, which when one day when we go to somewhere nearby one of the river, they saw this sign. Then they told me, is that a joke or what? I said, no, it's from forestry, man. It's a serious thing, this one. Huh? They said, then why we cross the river, you never share with us? Because you already crossing. I cannot say anything. Yeah. Yeah. So this is the big risk. Whoever want to do interior, the inland project in Sarawak. Now, one thing I need to share with you all that the crocodile in Sarawak, especially Sarawak, Saribas River and Batang Lupa area, the crocodile will go to upstream, which logically the crocodile won't go to upstream, but our crocodile will go to upstream. Yeah. So this is what you guys need to bear in mind if you want to do research in the area. Right? Yeah. Okay, so this is the threat. This is the threat. Okay, this is the threat. Everybody see, this is the threat. That's why you see the member just now, when they cross the river, they have no idea there's somebody waiting for them there. But finger crossed, nothing happened. Okay, finger crossed. Okay, then after that, because of they know that, then everybody they don't dare to go to the river anymore, so they use a succession bridge. Okay, they don't want to go to the river anymore. But fine, but they already experienced that. Okay, the mission achieved. That's why when you become the leader one day for your research group or whatever, you need to you need to plan your aim correctly. When you do this, when you have to do that. Yeah. So this is also the another experience for them to go through, for them to get some experience so that they can do some interface, user interface. And okay. So when we bring, okay, now we come to the topic like what we have to talk about because you are also from the research, you are also creative background. So what we are doing. The creative team, when they come back, okay, then as the leader look like me, I'll try to show them the diagram look like this simply. Now that all the sketches, use the sketches to try to inspire the design team because in pre-production, the design, the creative team, they need to come out with the concept art. That is the must. That is the must. Okay, without the concept art, the modeling team they cannot move. Yeah. But actually, I'm also inside the modeling team. I know. Yeah. So you see, we'll try to do all the sketches as much as they can. When they still can recall back the experience they have, this is the same group of the members. They can recall back whatever is the experience. They just sketch it out. They sketch it out. Okay. Then after that, we put on color. Okay. That's what I told you. I sketch crazily. I'm not only I crazily drawing, sketching. Then after that, try to put all the things together. Okay. The left one is a digital painting. By using tablet. Okay. And then after that, the other one, yeah. Then after that, we use manual, we use digital, whatever you can reach, whatever in front of you, we use that. Okay. Okay. Then after this also interior. Okay, that's our exterior. This one interior, and then this is interior. Okay, and then this is based on the interior. Just now we are trying to simplify it so that later on the 3D modeling team they can see it, then they can get inspired. Okay. Then most importantly, this is the most important parts. Okay, digital archiving. What you mean by digital archiving is like this. You must remember, one team they are in Sarawak, another team they are in Selangor. So how they communicate, So this is where we talk about cloud computing. We use the OneDrive. Okay, so we will try. Miss Lim group is from programming. Okay, what they do is they try to create what we call the digital archiving. Okay, system. Like whatever photo you have, because you see somebody they use DSLR, somebody they use video cam, somebody use GoPro, somebody they use drone. There's just a lot of visual data. Okay, so how you try to organize it? This is where the creative personnel look like you and me last time look like me. Okay, I'm not good in. Okay, so I need to have somebody from the programming side to help. So what we do is we try to put, like for example, we went to Spooner. Okay, this is all the area we went for 1 week. Spooner, Samu, Tebalau, okay, Sebangkoi, Senunuk, okay, Betong Jaya, Tanu, Murad, Batangi. This is the place we visited. Okay, so whatever data they have for members, we just give them the password or whatever. They can upload everything to the drive. Then the drive, if their drive can see trees, they'll put in the trees category. They see river, they'll go to river. So this is how we manage and documentize our data. So when the members want to do something in the studio for the 3D modeling and texturing, they just need to go to each of the folder to find whatever they want. So this is one of the very important tasks before your team can deliver anything. So we need to plan from beginning. Okay, we need to plan from beginning. Yeah. Okay, so when the data is already organized, the CGI support, computer generated imagery cluster, they'll come in. Okay, what they do is they got 5 things they need to do. Observe the real site environment. The lead of this particular cluster needs to go he followed me to that. The one who followed me is the lead for each of the cluster. Okay, so when we went there, he already experienced it, so he know how to do it. He know how to sketch it. Okay, this is sketched by him. Okay, by Mr. Go. Okay, I reanalyze and the structure and also the form through drawings and sketches. So he need to determine. He need to indicate. Okay, which part we need to use. You know, so he need to sketch out to capture the texture image. So he need to take. He need to make sure the texture is usable. Later when we try to do texture in our 3D environment, okay, to define the texture through the digital images, image processing. So mean to say they need to do a lot of image processing. Like we need to have seamless texture. Whoever they do 3D modeling, they knew that we need to have seamless texture. If not, you always have the divider. So the divider if the people is very particular, they can see the divider, and then then the immersiveness of your project is not there. Yeah. So we need to do image processing. Yeah. Okay, to experiment the methodology of 3D modeling and also like texturing. Yeah, because the DOS texture is a new texture, it's a raw file, very raw file. So when you want to apply in your model, there's a process we need to convert. So the conversion always have a drop frame problem. What I mean by drop frame is whatever you see is not whatever you get. So we need to find a way to get as much detail as we can, especially we use the function we call bumpiness. If you used to do 3D modeling, then that is one of the functions to make sure the dropping frame will cover maybe 0.1%, you know. But sometimes when you use the eye to look at clearly, whoever use the experience in modeling and texturing, they can see it, but not everybody there. Yeah, so it's okay. Yeah. Okay, so this is the process we try to experiment the methodology. Okay, like the team when they do after the modeling, they pass it to the texturing group. So the texturing they must understand. Okay, they must understand what type of texture we need to put in what type of environment, what type of texture we need to put in what other terrain. In the 3D we call terrain because when we use 3D software, for example, 3D Max Maya or Blender, now we shift to Blender. We try to explore Blender as much as we can because in Blender we got the grease pencil. I'm crazily draw something in 3D environment at this moment. Prof has no, just would like to share with you. So I try to shift to Blender now. Okay, but my team still using Maya and also 3D Max, but it's fine. Yeah. So my student also, some of them they are in 3D Max and also in Maya, but some of them also follow me go for Blender. Yeah. So okay, now you can see by using all the texture. Okay. So the team they need to understand how to convert the texture from the 3D, how we save it by ABS or OBJ so that they can use in Terran, in Unity, so that the visual is what they see, what they get. This is our challenge. When we do this, you know, sometimes our team, the 3D modeling team, and also the Unity engine team, always have something to argue. So you as a lead, or we call producer or project manager, you are the one to become the bridge between these two groups of the people. So I mean to say, you yourself also one of them. You know how to do this. You know how to do all the tasks you want to distribute to all of them. You know, so only by then you know how to control them. So one day when you guys go for your FYP, please choose your leader. Okay, please choose your leader, which he know both practice. You know, he know how to handle different things. He himself also good in that. It's not only good in talking, but he know how to do. Theory and practical must be balanced. That is the leadership all about. Okay. Okay. So then after that, okay, the workflow, I just simplify it for you. Okay, so that you guys can understand. A workflow, when we have the project, when I have the project, when I brief my team. Okay, when I brief my team, this is how we sketch. This is what we want, this is what we want to do. Okay, this is how we sketch. You can see sketchy. Well, I told you already, our section always we can finalize our decision to do the project is at the Mama store last time, but now cannot. Now we had to go for virtual Mama store. Yeah, now cannot. Last time our discussion is at Mama store. My core team, especially my core team. Yeah, our discussion, our whatever not happy, whatever argument, we do it in Mama store. Yeah, we never carry in our own serious meeting, and my meeting always not more than 30 minutes. That is my aim. More than 30 minutes is not meeting, it's wasting time. It's as simple as that. Yeah. Okay. Now after that, okay, this is then after that you can have the sketch and also pre-visualization. Okay, you can see the front because you can see when you go to the 3D environment, you got 4 windows. You need to see front, you need to see perspective, you need to see back. Your eyes have to see 360s. Okay, your eyes have, your eyes have to see 360s. Okay. And then, okay, then you go for the visualization, you get the photos, and after that you go for this, you sketch out, then slowly you get the interior, exterior until you manage to combine yourself, then you show it to the members. This is your final exterior and interior. Okay, then once you finalize this, pass this to the 3D group, then they'll try to deliver whatever is needed. Yeah, then this is what in progress. See, okay, this is a Blender, this is a Blender platform. So when you build it, then you have to build it, then what we call the first outliner. So you have a look, then I let everybody have a look. Is that okay or not? Is there anything we need to change or whatever? So we had to get all the permission from all the team. Then, but normally, I just tell you one thing: don't get 100% from an agreement from the team. As long as they can get 40%, then run it. Don't wait. You wait, the thing become like, you know what I mean? The team just going out. That's it. So for me, if there's more than 40% members that agree, then we'll go for it. You cannot wait. Yeah, this is a project you must proceed very fast. I tell you one thing. Yeah, if you never hand on software for more than 4 days, I tell you when you come back again, it's very hard for you to pick up. So for us, is we do things every day. We do 2D, we do 3D, we do Unity, we do game, we draw, we use Photoshop, we use Premiere, we use every day. Every day we're doing that. Me and my team, we do this thing every day. Because we know that once we give up for 1 week, then to come back again is very, very hard, Yeah. And okay. So when you have the first outliner, then we do bumpiness. So you can see the different. It's really like this, then we do the bumpiness. Okay, well, bumpiness, you can see everything come out, the texture come out, everything come out. The dark one will stand down, then the white one will come out. So you can see the bumpiness, this is how it look like, yeah. Okay, then after that, from the top view also, you need to see when you want to build the house, you need to understand how the house look like. And then you need to differentiate all this, then you need to show it to the members how it look like, yeah. Okay, then after that, yeah, so when you put all the houses together, then how it look like? Okay, in Longhouse, we got veranda, we got common space, then we got, like, for me, I try to divide it into first unit of the Pintu, mean to say the first house. In the Longhouse, if you guys have no information about that, let me share with you. So each of the house, normally we have the first room, second room, and also small room. Somebody they got the third room, and they got sadao, mean to say first floor, and the common space is the front here for them to do meeting. Tanjuk veranda for them to dry all the dry fish or pepper or whatever they want to dry here. So this is how the thing we need to visualize it for the team to have a look. Yeah. Then after that, we'll divide. For example, what we want to put here, put there, then we need to show them every single thing that we need to give them some direction, the layout. Yeah. Okay, then Unity in implementation. So we use Unity to put all the things together. Then later on, I'll show you the video, no worry. Yeah. Okay, we even have the book that our team kind of put out. This is our team that during 2013 to 2015 that we have Wirawani, Muhammad Fairuz, Hui Ting, Miss BJ, Mr. Go, Mr. Lim Jakim, and me myself. So we try to put it in our own what we call the coffee book that we documentize whatever we documentize. This is one of the very core team, the second group that what I have last time. Yeah. Okay, lest we forget. Okay. You can see just now I shared with you the Longhouse, it look like this. So I told you already why we do that. Okay? Why we do that? It's because you see it's very primitive, it's very, very old-fashioned. But now it becomes like this, the modern Longhouse, because of modernization, like what I told you, the government subsidized a lot of Longhouses. It's not because of burn, then they'll go for the concrete. Yeah. So when they go for concrete, you can see, you imagine it becomes look like this. It becomes look like this. So I mean to say the young generation in coming time, it's impossible for them to experience whatever they have for the ancestor and for the forefathers before that. But for sure, I'm the one who doesn't want to disturb the development. So what I do is I don't want to argue with the people. So what I do virtual reality. Whatever you want to destroy, whatever you want to modernize, go ahead. I don't mind. I don't care because I also cannot do anything. But I can do everything in virtual reality. That is for sure. Because I already have my product. It's already go everywhere. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Can you imagine? This is in Bintulu, but I know there's more. Bintulu people, like the Iban people, they go for offshore, offshore, then they reach. So what I do, they'll try to convert the house.
This one is not Photoshop. This is real one.
No. Real one. Prof, is in Bintulu Longhouse.
Actual Longhouse in Bintulu.
Yes, actual Longhouse in Bintulu. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So for me, I got two type of feeling when I look at this. One is I felt like, okay, now if I don't want to do, now who else? Who else want to preserve this? Who else? So that's why I pick up this challenge to do this project. So I never stop because I want to let people see how great and how good is our heritage before this. I'm not saying that whatever they have now is not good. I'm saying good. For me, we still need to give something back to our generation, a young generation in coming time. So the technology in action. Yeah. So this is how it look like. Okay. So from 2013, that's what I meant. The first level, when we built the first one, it looked good, it looked nice. But for me, I won't feel anything. I cannot feel it. That's why I bring my team. I convinced the management to let me brought my team to fly to Sarawak. Then we come with the second one. Is the one I will show you later on. Yeah. Then after that, level 3, we built it to become some games. You can play with games like what we call the shooting game, Ngasu, the hunting game. Like we are shooting the Antu Gamba. Yeah, that's for fun only. Yeah, that's for fun. Yeah. Okay, so from 2019 to 2021, the level 4, how it look like. So what is the level 4 all about? The one later I'll show you what is that level 4 all about. The level 4 is about the virtual guided walkthrough. When the project we already have in hand. So how we try to enhance it in 2019 by using another grant from Utah is we try to put the virtual guided, mean to say we try to put a tour guide inside our environment. Yeah. Why we do it? Because, okay, before I share with you why, I would like to let you know that how we try to come with the team look like this. Now become like more. We got me, myself, Ms. Rin Chai Kim, Mr. Go, Hafiz, Bong Mei Fen. Okay, so all of us is from game design, game development, and also digital animation cluster. And we even have our own undergraduate research schemes researcher, our own student. Now they already graduated. Before they graduated, actually they follow us for this project. Okay, Lim Hui Yam, Lo Jin Tao, Ngo Ming Hui, they can you Yap Yunfen, they are from a student from Bachelor of Science, honors in game development. We also have an extended team for Iban Oman, 3D CGI, Evelyn Lee. She just finished her study for game design. Now she's working as a freelancer for as a game designer. We also try to get her to help us because since they are all our students, we managed to train them to know how to do our project. That's why now we try to get them to help us in our project. This is the project I told you guys just now. It's just a beginning. Now a lot of people that come in, not only our own countrymen, later I'll show you there's someone behind. Yeah, not only our countrymen. Yeah. Okay, in addition to the virtual environment, this is the project which consists of a non-playable character, NPC. This is the term we use for games, okay? NPC, like the one always walk around and sometimes they'll try to interact with you. We will try to apply the game AI inside that particular virtual environment, who will act as a guide in the virtual reality and walkthrough. The purpose for the NPC is to guide the user or the player on where to go next or to prompt to a user to do certain action. We want to come out with a solution for the tourism. Actually, this is because we are from a research center. We always go to conference also to go for the colloquium and symposium. So we always go for the FRGS and also Utah and the ARGS or LRGS. So this is what we always want to propose to the government. This is how we try to solve the post-pandemic. Okay, this is some of the solution we would like to provide. Okay, so the significant is for the virtual guide. Because normally people, if you put somebody inside the virtual environment without any guide, I can tell you they were lost in the space. They were lost in the space. We saw a lot. During our time in 2016 to 2019, we went for the KL ESF, the KL Engineering and Science Fair. We can see a lot of people, they're lost in the space. So that now we come with a solution. We put NPC, the non-playable character to guide you, to work with you together. Yeah. So the objective for the project is very simple only. For the 3D NPC, for PE, virtual environment, then our team had to solve the technical difficulties because when you want to add your own NPC, then you need to have a lot of coding to help because there's a bugging. We need to do debugging. This is what our challenge are about, the technical challenge. Yeah. So develop user-friendly guide in the virtual environment, VE. Yeah. So this is the pre-production, production, and post-production, almost like the one which I shared with you just now. The only difference is we put voiceover because of the NPC can talk. The NPC can interact with you in IBAN language, this is first of its kind in the world that the NPC can talk to you in IBAN, especially in virtual reality. Okay, and linguistic training, I need to train my kids, I need to train my students so that within a very short period of time, so that we can collect the voice from them. Then I need to train them by using the knowledge I have in IBAN language to train them to speak in IBAN, but small little words that they can deliver for us. Then the most important thing is the game AI. It's a game AI. Yeah. Okay, so this is a group members. I try to collect the voice, the VO, the voice over. I need to train them. Now after that, I need to collect the voice so that we can use it for our NPC. Yeah. So this is how the scenario look like. Is it? Our team, we have our own lab that we try to deliver. So our team will be us, and then we spend our time there. They need to present to us. They also need to do the digital archiving. Whoever follow us, yeah, the student in our class, either postgrad or undergrad, they need to learn how to do digital archiving so that they know how to documentize the work correctly. This is a very important part. The report is very important for why we need to do the reports, because once they left, after they finish the study, we can ask another team to take over by using the report to guide them. Yeah. So this is how this is Miss Lim. Yeah, Miss Lim. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, Miss Lim, she's my wife. Yeah. Okay. So this is the members. Yeah. This is the student, the undergrad stream researcher. Yeah. So he tried to present something to us. Then everybody to go there. Then you see, this is how the environment look like. The game department. This is how it look like. Student or lecturer will be together in one group. So whatever they share with us, we will try to input. Sometimes they will try to share with us also. We learn from each other. This is what we call the learning. Learning also like learning is a process of learning. It's not like only we are the one who input. Sometimes they also will input. They are very resourceful. They will go to look for all the solution. Sometimes. But this is a very, very first of its kind project, which you cannot find any single example or any template in the world, because this is about IBAN. IBAN. Yeah. Okay, so you can see they present. Then after that, we have a lot of sharing, argue, this and that. I look at those people from Israel, they like to argue. So we also do that in our class. Yeah. So we'll present now that not happy, not good, then we'll change it on the spot. We'll change on the spot. We'll change. Then from there, you can see students, they learn a lot. Students, they learn how to do troubleshooting. The students, they learn how to solve all the problem. It's outside the syllabus. This is how we try to train our students to be fit enough for the industry one day. Okay, so Miss Lim actually is the one who lead the whole team for this particular, we call non-player characters, especially the robot guide, kid and cat, and also the fish. Okay, so this is robot. Imagine there's a robot appeared in a Longhouse. Only virtual reality can do this. Yeah, only virtual reality can do this. Yeah. Why we need to put robot inside there? Because of technology. The robot can become the kiosk. The robot can become the like solution. But actually, it's not the robot. We are planning for the IBAN Omen, but the IBAN Omen is not for us. It's not complete enough for us to put in this particular project. That's why we are doing it for 2021 and 2022. We are not only having the IBAN Omen. Later you can see the IBAN Omen. The NPC is done already, but it's not replaced yet. Yeah. So this particular robot it can talk one. It can talk in IBAN. Later on you'll see this particular robot. Yeah. We apply the path binding. We will apply something like what we call a game AI. I mean to say, when the user come close to him, then he will approach you. When he approach you, he will say something very nicely to you, like "Selamat datang," or like whenever you see something, you can shoot, because later you can see he has a sanko, he has a broad pipe. So when you shoot the particular object, then this particular tour guide will tell you what is this. So this is the function. This is the function for the game AI, what we have. Okay, then we also have the boys, the shy boy. This shy boy will follow you everywhere. Okay, this shy boy is something like, because this is the characteristic like what we figured out by Miss Lim actually when we visited the Longhouse. The IBAN boys always feel very shy when you see them. Then they'll try to don't want to look for you. When you go away from him, then he will start to say something behind you. They'll try to tell you what is that. This is how the characteristic. So you see, like whatever knowledge I gain for my animation, like what Prof. Hasnor said. I need to input in all this. Whatever I learn in cinematography for mise-en-scène, whatever I learn in animation for all the 12 principles, okay? And whatever I learn in visual art for my PhD for fine art under Prof. Fauzan is the material. and also all the intangible thing. Okay, so this is whatever knowledge you learn, you put all the thing together, then you can have the final product, like what I will show you later on after this. Yeah. Okay, then I also have the cat here. Okay, cat. The cat, when the user come close to the cat will come to you, and then it will do like meow, and then after that go away. Yeah, right. Okay, and then also the fish. The fish is they move in the school of fish. When you reach the fish, then the fish will come to you. You come across to the fish, then the fish will go away. Okay, so this is how we try to apply that. Okay, so now this is the video, like what I promised you all. So please enjoy it for a few minutes, then you know what is I try to share with you. So if you can listen to the audio, just give me one thumb up, yeah. Itu pasu. Kami nyimpan utai dalamnya. Selamat Jalai.
Tu brau. Tu sungai. Tu ikan. Tu ikan. Tu brau.
Okay, so that's how now there's some of the pre-recorded video like what I shared with you, that you can see actually whatever voices is from the NPC. Okay, so the conclusion for this research is to provide solution for virtual guided walkthrough for our local tourism industry, okay, which known as a virtual reality guided tour, VRGT. Okay, by using the framework and the workflow, the upcoming research can enhance artificial intelligence (AI) in the 3D CG. Three-dimensional computer-generated imagery, except also the NPC non-player character. So you can see that project just now. Okay. That project, okay, it's something look like when you see that. Just you can see they say tu pasu or tu tajau, is it tu tajau? So I like kami nyimpan utai dalamnya. Okay. There is a voice. There is a voice from the particular robot, but for sure we are not trying to do anything yet because we want to replace it with one or more character. Later on at the back you can see that character. Yeah, we want to replace with that character. That's why we just put the robot there to become one of the characters. The asset. Yeah, asset. That's what we call asset. Yeah, and then when you come out when you can shoot the antu gambar, is it? So now you can see they shoot the antu gambar. That is one of the elements we try to put the gamification. What is Antu Gamba? Antu Gamba is one of the spirit from the natural which everybody's scared of. Everybody's scared of. Okay. You can see the element I put there is something spiritual which you cannot see, but we try to put it there for you to shoot. You know. Another one, the blowpipe. The blowpipe is belong to the Iban people. That's why I'm not using machine gun. I'm not using serapang patah. See, I'm using the blowpipe because for me we are not aiming for the AAA project. What I mean, I'm not aiming for AAA game project because I'm not going for games. I'm going for heritage and culture preservation. So you can see the entire thing. One thing you need to bear in mind, yeah, when you try to build 3D environment, that's what we call the baking process. Whatever in 3D software you build, we cannot have the high poly. We cannot have the high poly assets. So we need to have a lot of compromises. You need to compromise. That what is the level you want? You cannot have 100% of what you have in the 3D software environment. So you need to find way. You need to find how to find the balance point. So this is what we have. Okay. So just now, whatever I share with you is about the project. So what is our next? Our next is we want to have the very serious MBC is the all-man. So for the all-man, for sure, we need to have IBAN characters. The IBAN character, we need to have tattoo. So the tattoo is, like Bunga Terong. Bunga Terong is very famous for IBAN characters, for IBAN man. So whoever they used to do some ngayao, we call ngayao. Okay, mean to say he used to collect head long time ago. Okay. So they can have the bunga terong, they can have the tengkok here, they have a lot of things. So this one I hope one day I can get some support from this particular researcher. His name is Sony Anajumpo. Okay? He's currently actually is the lecturer in the College International Graduate Studies, Brunei Darussalam, Faculty of Arts and Humanities, Master of Arts. And then his specialties is more to, like the working on the research of the tribal body art, especially so for his PhD in this topic about tattoo. And now currently he pursues PhD in UMS, University of Malaysia Sabah, more to tattoo. That's why now I'm working very closely with him. He already published 2 papers. I hope that I can get him to help. So how it look like, once I combine whatever he has, for example, this is the example for reference. When you put all the things together with our 3D CGI characters, it will look like this. See? This is the characters which is developed by, designed by me and also developed by my student, Evelyn Lee. Now she's graduated as a game designer. Okay, so I'm trying to come with the ideas at how we try to come with the concept art about these characters. So she had to build it. She built it, and then after that we need to have support from like Mr. Sony. In virtual reality, one thing good about virtual reality is we can share about this anyway. For example, if once I already put this character inside the virtual environment, so next time I can invite Sony or Mr. Sony or Dr. Sony to come in to present his paper. Indirectly they can support our project. Our project can support their project. So this is what we always aim for. Actually, me and Prof. Hasno also, we try to collaborate to do something for art scene. That one is later on until the last. You can see what is our next generation 5. Okay, so our immersive technology, that's all the project done already. So you also see the video already. So that is what we call generation 4. So now what is our project, immersive project before this? How many projects we have? And then what we have delivered and what we have been shared with the public internationally and also nationally, in the national level and also international level. Okay, so this is the one you guys see just now, the Iban Longhouse. We also have this. We work out very closely with Pekim. Pekim is one of the body which I handle all the museum in Malacca. So we try to do the house. This is the very simple house because we don't want to have copyright problem. That's why we just take it very, very simple shape. Just put it together. Just want to do some virtual experience walkthrough with the Justin house. Okay, so this is the Malay house, the Justin house. We will try to build by using the Maya. Okay, then put it in the Unity, and then we try to walk through. Okay, so we also have a members try to go for the Kajang town. This is the Kajang town. Okay, for his PhD study under my co-supervision, because of he inspired by this project, the Longhouse, so he want to do for his hometown, like what I shared with you from beginning. Okay, from beginning, that this project is already make a big impact locally and internationally. This is one of the cases that our own members from our center pursue his PhD by using the same practice like heritage and cultural preservation and the same framework from me, so that he can complete. Not complete, mean to say he already passed his proposal defense. By using this type of presentation. Okay, we also have the members come out to do WOW. Okay, also get awards. It's a national recognition. For WOW. Okay, by using the WOW, by using 2D games to play around. Sooner or later we will try to incorporate the WOW in the Longhouse scenario, in the Longhouse BE. Because we got another group they are trying to do for the WOW. we want to fly, we want to come with the concept like the virtual reality or immersive technology can unite culture. Culture can meet each other in the virtual environment. This is what our aim. Yeah. We also have the members go for Toyo. You know, they come. This is all the members. You used to see the photo before. This 1 and 2 used to follow me to Sarawak. Okay, so after they follow me for a few years, they also come. They also come with the proposal to me because of, as a chairperson, I encourage them to become another PI. Mean to say we branch out. We branch out. You go to do something related to your culture. You do something related to your culture. Then our center can grow in terms of heritage and cultural preservation. Yeah. Okay, so this is the house which I used to show Prof. Hasno related to Rumah Bujang, which is I hope that we can have a further collaboration between us and also Prof. Hasno one day. We already come with some of the framework that we already built something. Yeah. So this is the we call the VR Longhouse, VR Malay House 2. Yeah. Okay, we also have the project related to New Village. You know, 1942 that there's a group of people have been putting in the New Village. So everything related. This one is led by Mr. Go, one of the core researcher with me. We went to Sarawak together. He also picked up this for New Village story, for New Village presentation. I also helped him to build the environment. Then he will build all the asset inside the house, inside the New Village. So this is how we cooperate. This is how we incorporate our technology, our knowledge. Then we go for cross-disciplinary practice to join up with engineering, IT, or IT. So this is how we try to combine all our expertise in our university. So in Utah, we got 34 research centers, you know. Yeah. And then, okay. So we also engage, the industry also engage with us, try to ask us to build something related to Amber Hole, virtual Amber Hole. This is, we appeared in the newspaper. The investor from industry come to invest in one of our project. So we managed to help him to finish the project. It related to the Amber Hole. Amber Hole, if you have some ideas, is about in Second World War, there's a one particular hole, one particular gallery they call Amber Gallery, belonged to Hitler. And then it's accidentally just missing, you know, just missing. And then after that, accidentally they found it in somewhere, I don't know, maybe in Russia. So this particular group of people, they are the company named South Sea Resource Company. Okay, they do a lot of projects related to Asian or Nanyang culture background practice. And after that, they found out that we know how to do this immersive technology practice. We know how to do creative content and everything. So he engaged our service, and then we managed to help them to finish that project. Yeah. Okay, this is one thing I need to share. Thanks to museum. Okay, especially for Hasno, also Lalasai, Mr. Zo, and also Mr. Nizam. 2013 and 2017, Museum Gallery Tunku Fauzia used to help me to organize. Exhibition. It's a series. That's why I'm so excited to present to you guys today. My outcome, just on the video, is the following. Up from the 2013, 2017, and now it's 2021. It's a series. If you guys still remember, if you guys used to see my work, if you guys used to see my artwork last time in museum, yeah, in 2013, my long scroll painting. Now after that, my animation. Now after that, my walkthrough. And then now you can see the MPC. So I complete the whole journey from manual until immersive technology from 2013 to 2021 with Museum and Gallery Tunku Fauzia. I hope in 2021 onward, we've got more collaboration, you know, more collaboration, yeah. Also appeared in the newspaper. Thanks for helping me, yeah, to show with the public in Penang and in West Malaysia and Sarawak. Yeah. Okay, so exhibition, our project also will go around in 2017 to 2019. We go for KUSF, the Kuala Lumpur Engineering Science Fair. This is one of the very big event which run. Actually, it belongs to Utah and also belongs to TAR College. Okay, so this is the project which is international. It's the international level. A lot of exhibitors will come in Mines, Selangor, in Mines, Selangor, Mines KL, yeah, Mines Selangor, yeah. So we have been invited 3 times, 3 years continuously, 3 years to share our outcome for Longhouse, for AR, for a lot of things. You know, to go there to share with the public, to let people see how Malaysian what Malaysian can do in immersive technology. What is our outcome? How's our outcome look like? So this is the platform we go to share with them. One thing everybody need to bear in mind, this is about engineering and science, you know. My background is just now when you listen to what Prof. Hasno has shared with you, my background is more to creativity and also more to art and design. What to do with me with this particular exhibition is because of the technology, the way how we handle the technology. The way how we handle the technology make the university found out like this is one of the very important research area which we need to cover. You know, that's why they invited us 3 times to share our outcome in this particular phase. Yeah. So this is one of our achievements. Then after that, we also go around for social awareness campaign. Now, like for example, we went to Selangor, we went to Perak and Kampar, we went to Setapak, KL, we went to Sarawak, we went to a lot of places, you know, to share with people like what is our finding, what is our outcome, what is our. This is some of my members, yeah, from a center. Yeah, so we go around for 3 days or for maybe for a few days to share with people that what is our outcome. You know, like normally nobody know. That's what we have. This is what we have in Malaysia, especially. You know, everybody they always look at something from the West, from something from Japan, something from Korea, but nobody know that we are using the Korea product, we are using the foreign country product to do our own local content. A lot of people they have no ideas. If we never appeared in that type of campaign or that type of exhibition, nobody know at all. You know? Then why we only started 2017 awards, we very actively go out to share, is because before that we are developing. You must remember this. To develop the content took us few years to understand the entire ecosystem and also the life cycle. It's not easy. CSE is not easy. That's why I always feel very, very honored to have the team to be with me. You know, I never give up. This is the philosophy I always give them. Everybody can give up, but I never give up. You know, this is the thing. Everybody can give up, yeah, but not me. You know. Okay, so this is the team. You can see we go around. You know, everybody had fun. So Mr. Goh and one of my core team also, Miss Lim, okay, Mr. Simon, Miss Chong. This is the core team with they helped me to develop a lot of things. Yeah, and without them, you cannot see the product like what we have today. Like I share with you. You know? Okay, so this is this. Then after that, because of pandemic, you know, we cannot move around. This is why we always share webinar. We also have embedded in KUSM. Even we cannot make it physically, but they still invited us for KUSF. Then and also ask us to help because they know we are in immersive technology. This is the first time we are doing virtually. That's why we are coming in as we're also helping them, you know, for this particular project. Yeah. So Miss Lim, this is Miss Lim, the one who I told you the development. Yeah, faster. Yeah. Okay. So our university we have our faculty also have a project with Taiwan for a few years. Because of that year in 2019, we are talking about the virtual identity. That's why our center have been invited to become the moderator. Whoever's here actually is from industry player and also academician from Malaysia and from Taiwan. So I have been honored to be with them to moderate, to chair the discussion and also to moderate the whole section for this particular event, yeah, for 2 days. Yeah. So immersive technology for society, you can see what we are trying to do with the international society. Okay, we managed to went to Korea to get awards and then try to share with them one of our project, and then we managed to get awards from Korea, share with the international society in Korea. Also, we also have been invited to go for a keynote speech, deliver a keynote speech in one of expo in China, Henan, to share whatever we have. You know, because you know that China, they are very advanced in all this. So, but it's our honor to share our finding with them. And also, okay, this is one of the things I would like to share with you all. We've been invited to go to Yangon before whatever they have for this year. Yeah, it's very lucky for us to share with them. Yeah, and with whatever we have, you know, and then we managed to transfer our knowledge to them and some of technology to them, to the Myanmar, the University of Computer Study in Yangon. And then I have a lot of fun with them. I also go for monastery to look for they are looking for collaboration. So I had to go there to consult them to see how we try to collaborate. You know, and then we also have some sharing with the student, some sharing with the public. You know, in the university. And then I also try to run some workshop to let them test all our whatever technology we have, the 360 panoramic, our drone system, the DJI system, and then try to train some of the students under the workshop in 2019. And then, so this is some, if you want to see the behind the scene, this is the, okay, you want to see the behind the scene, this is the QR code, you can go to have a look, how they had fun. And first time they handle the drone, yeah. And then we also have to invite both of them, because we have to go for the postgrad students to share with them what is the workflow, how we do research, and then this is the thing we are trying to train them. And then now I also have the, I've been invited to become one of the postgrad students to become the co-supervisor, yeah. So hopefully the country can become stable, then we can go back again. It's a very wonderful country. Okay, so we also a webinar. Yep.
Sorry, bro.
Yep.
Can you go?
Almost done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bro, it's almost done already.
Already. We have Porsa. I got already.
Oh no, it's almost done already. Yeah. Okay. So this is the project that we have. Okay. I'll try to share with the people for Xi'an. And then for COVID-19, we cannot move anywhere. That's why we just stay back. And then the project for ASEAN also we had to stop. And then also, that's why I told you, not only the local that be inspired, the people from France also, they want to involve in our project. And so Taiwan also, they come to join us, but they cannot because of COVID. They reapply. Hopefully this year they can come back. Then we also go for IP. This is one of the very important issue. You involved in all this project, you need to understand your IP. And then this, all the news appeared, used will be around. Yeah. And then the next generation, the generation 5, like what I showed you guys, Prof. Hasno and also Prof. Fauzan, I hope we can go for the art scene. Mean to say we use that Longhouse to become our gallery. And innovation for education, soon we'll go for this AR technology. Okay, these are what we have, and this is what we have. Okay, to know more about this, please register by using this QR code. That next week we'll go for this particular sharing, for AR. Yeah, so for more about the Longhouse, you can scan this for Facebook. You can see more about the details how we do that project. Yes, so this is our collaborator, potential collaborator. So we are very confident we can do more because of this collaborator. They have the CAP 2. So we hope that we can engage with this CAP 2 for the simulation purposes. Yeah, so for collaboration, anybody you want to collaborate with us, this is a QR code you can scan to see how to contact me. We are looking for grant research and also the project. Yeah. Yes. Prof. No, at last.
Okay.
Q&A, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Q&A, yes.
Sorry, because this is Ramadan.
No,
everybody's eating, and then maybe half of our audience might be going to another dimension already, including me.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, this is one go sharing, no worry. Yeah.
Okay. Don't worry. We will invite you again. It's not like this is the only one time that I will invite you. You can share more later on. Okay.
Yeah,
don't worry.
Bro, this is just a briefing, bro. This is just a briefing. So we'll go for details for different sections. Yeah.
Yeah, because of course you have so many. You have covered so many things here. It's not just one thing. It's like you are covering the whole spectrum of what you're doing at your center, which of course can be quite overwhelming for some people. Maybe next time around, maybe we can focus probably only one aspect, maybe on production management. Maybe another section, another sharing can be about getting the grants. There's an interesting point about how you manage the data, the digital data, which has to do with how you manage a project. So that can be very interesting as well. So there's so many things that you talk about, covering a wide range of almost like you are talking on from an institutional perspective. I can understand that probably because you are heading that. I would probably be doing the same thing if I have to present about museum and gallery to Kuposia. Probably I will be talking about the R&D, about finance, about lending, blah blah blah, grants and so on. But anyway, very interesting. I have to say thank you to you. And also, obviously, you have shown your angin. That angin is very important for everyone. that onion is the driving force. I can sense that in the way you present and your, you are very excited in presenting what you have done, and I can tell you have done a lot. And I am, as your lecturer, I am extremely proud of what you have done and where you are now. Um, you know, um, one of the, if I can share, of course, we still have, I hope you are still waking up, not sleeping, ya. Batteries ni mungkin tak puasa kot, tanah pun tak puasa. Anyway, aku kena bagi mereka celik kan. One of the joy of becoming a lecturer, maybe you are also experiencing it now, is to see how your student grow, your student grow, and from somebody from a kampung, very naive, very innocent, and grow to become whoever that they wanted to be. In your case, maybe as an academician, you have shown how you started from just very basic drawings to animation and then to game. That is a growth that is, for me, is a blessing to be able to witness and to see. And as a teacher, that is a kind of payment that is much better than winning awards. To see our students develop and becoming what they want to be. And in your case, you have done so much, brother. Aku pun tak terikut, dan kau punya output, the way you lead your team, I can probably your team either probably hate you or work with you very hard, like you, you lead a team that is orang kata output dia begitu banyak kan, and you consistently, continuously improve whatever you have done kan, daripada version yang pertama kepada version kedua, version ketiga, and then you diversify, you ajar saya buat rumah Tok Chu itu untuk menjadi, supaya saya boleh mengajar orang secara virtual. Very interesting. So I congratulate you. I think you are satu example yang begitu saya kagumi lah. Saya sendiri,
it's my honor. It's my honor.
Saya sendiri pun tidak mampu lah membuat apa yang kamu buat dan macam-macam ya. Anyway, saya berikan peluang dalam masa sebelum pukul 4 ni, before 4 o'clock. Anybody in the audience who wants to ask questions, silakan. You can type it, or you can just turn on your.
You can type it. Yes.
Your microphone and ask question. Or if you're shy, you can type. Yeah. So I open to anybody for questions. Siapa-siapa. Tanya dalam bahasa Melayu.
Can I give the audience one more sentence that what I learned from you in 1996, 1997. Bro. Yeah. So all the students like from Jasno class, one thing I need to share with you, like what Jasno used to give. Jasno is one of the lecturer always stimulate my mind to think. There's one very important thing you need to understand. In Jasno, he used to share with us, a lot of us, not only me. He told me one thing: you show me who you are, you don't show me who I am. I think Jasno cannot remember that first now, but I remember it until now. This is the word which I always share with my students. I used to have a wise man told me, show me who you are, don't show me who I am. So this is one of the things you guys need to bear in your mind. Yeah, Jasno. The other thing, like how I lead my team, because you must remember I used to join army for 3 years.
Oh yeah. Crazy are you?
Yeah. So I use that to train my men. And also all of them, they follow me, and then they love it and enjoy it. Because you must remember, if you know how to hand on by yourself, so they will hand on, they will come to you.
Ada satu soalan. What are the challenges that you encounter while you're doing your project?
Okay, from Wahyuni, yeah. Wahyuni. Cabaran semasa saya buat spot check itu, okay, sebab dalam Longhouse tu ada senapan patah. Okay, so that's why I need to visit resident. Okay, I visit resident because I need to pay respect to resident. Let the resident become the icon for me to be able for me to go to all the Longhouses. So when I go there, I just tell them that as a resident, give me the permission to come. You know, so this is one of the very important practices you guys need to understand. That when you go to any way, especially in Sarawak or somewhere nearby the Longhouse, go to that particular governor first or resident. Ask the permission from resident. Okay. So then the cabaran will become like not so big cabaran. Okay. They'll become like not so risky. But you must be very, very careful. Okay. You must be very careful. The way how you enter the Longhouse also one of the practice. You cannot just simply go to the Longhouse from the middle or whatever. You must make sure where is the Ketua Rumah house. You know. Yeah. So from there you can proceed. Okay. Wahyu ni. Yeah.
Okay, siapa lagi nak tanya? Siapa nama tu? Hi Prof Suhana. Suhana ada apa-apa nak tanya? Suhana ni dari UiTM kalau tidak silap saya. The other students, Beatrice, kenapa diam sahaja?
Yes, hi Prof. Hi Dr. Aloysius Yapp. So I have a question for you regarding your designs in the Longhouse.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I noticed that before that, okay, can I ask the design that you go for, is it more to like a accurate modern kind of Longhouse, or are you focusing more to the like back in the 18 macam back to lama punya lah, like that kind of the old classic original Longhouse?
Oh, okay. It is untuk that Longhouse, I combine semua material yang kami collected, like all my members whatever photo we have. Then I synchronize. What we call assimilation. We assimilated it to become like not so, you know what I mean, like because of one thing you need to understand. We are talking about the novelty. So kita perlu ada satu design yang tersendiri that someone they cannot claim this Longhouse belong to whom, you know. So that Longhouse is a combination. It's a fusion. It's just imagine. It's a fusion, you know. It is.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Doctor.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Beatrice, for asking. There's another question. I think from, I don't know who's asking, Dr. Jamil or Dr. Najib. It seems to be the dua. There's one from Dr. Jamil. Dr. Najib here. In your earlier presentation, you did mention about one need to have a strong religious belief if one needs to get involved in the art. Could you please explain further?
Oh, okay. Okay, this one. Okay. Dr. Najib, thanks for the question. Yes. This is one of my framework which I said we need to have religious belief is because when you engage with virtual reality, when you engage with immersive technology, sometimes I can see some of the local developers, okay, they become like they are not fear God. They become like they are not fear God. So we are worried that somebody, they are not fear God, and then they pretend they are God. Once they pretend they are God, they'll do some very harmful thing in the virtual reality or in immersive technology because there's an AI going on. We are using AI. So when you do that, you need to have ethical. Yeah, you need to have research ethical to do that. Without that practice, you will lose. Because you just imagine you are look at a king. You are like a king in the virtual environment, and then you can control everything. Imagine this. I can, like for example, if I want this environment to become modern, I can just shift one button.
Yeah.
I want that department, I can shift one button. So without a very strong belief, if they don't have religion, they must have a good ideology. You know, they must have a good ideology. They are socialists or they are what? You know. So for me, if socialist,
value system lah.
Yeah, you need to have value systems. So that's why that is my statement, Dr. Najib. Yeah.
All
I
right.
hope I can answer the question. Thank you.
Okay, terima kasih Dr. Najib.
Prof, wait. Sorry, Suhana here. Hi, Prof. Last question.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
have a question. Hi, Dr. Loy.
No,
I have one question. Sorry. Okay, my question is about the intangible things that you say just now. That's the challenge of VR that you facing. So what is your plan towards that the issues? Because VR that we see, is very artificial space creation, but it's the challenge is how to put it's like a soul inside that from the actual or from the reality inside. So is there any plan or any anything that you want to counter it in future, or how? The intangible part that you say just now is the challenge.
That's good. Yeah.
That's not my
It's a very
question.
good. Yeah, it's a very good one. A very good one. Okay, let me share with you something about intangible thing. In my context, it's something like this. There's a very wise man I used to encounter in Jakarta, late in Jakarta. I learned a lot from him. Not only like from my Prof. Fauzan and also Prof. Hasno. I also learned a lot of people from my surrounding me. One of them is led in Jakarta. He taught me a lot about intangible. He just tell me one thing. The first time I handle Immersive Technology Center, I have no idea what is immersiveness all about. So he just told me one thing, that exactly it's an intangible and tangible concept. He just told me, like intangible, just remember this, Kampong Boy from Datuk Lat. When you read Kampong Boy, even though I'm not from that kampong, I can feel that kampong, I can feel the kampong belong to Datuk Lat. Okay, so same thing happened to what we are trying to do in a Longhouse, because that is a place I spend a lot of time from my childhood, So I know what is the thing you can feel intangible. For example, you go to the river to look at the fish. For example, you go around to do the blow pipe fitting. For example, you go around in the kitchen in the Rumah Asap or smoke house. So you walk here, you walk there, then you will feel like you are there. This is a very special thing we call what we call the sixth sense. Okay, the sixth sense. One of our senses which have been stimulated because of your intangible experience. And then the other person which is very, very wise also, I used to encounter in China during my keynote speech. Okay, he told me the connectivity. When he saw my project, he said that is we call connectivity. You connect to something which you are very familiar with, especially your childhood. So when you do your project, you need to link back to your something related to your childhood. This is my personal opinion as right now. I hope it can help you to understand the intangible part. When you try to do your project one day, then you go to find some connectivity. You feel you go to see what is the connectivity, the one very close to you. You connect to that particular item or element, then you can have that intangible quality or the feeling or whatever you can name it. Okay, Rana, do I answer
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rana.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Congrats.
So Jing Ying dalam proses membangun
Terima kasih pada Suhana ni bertanya soalan dengan tiba-tiba terkejut saya. Saya ingat saya pun tiba-tiba petang sebelah saya yang begitu kuat sekali. Saya sebenarnya sedang nak baca satu lagi soalan. I want to read to you another question from Tan Jin Ying. Dalam proses membuat projek Longhouse, apakah part yang need extra attention? And in making framework, is there any particular step when planning framework? Itu soalan daripada Ying. And then Azamu, pemetaan dalam 3D menggunakan point cloud adalah lebih efektif dari lukisan atau fotografi. Adakah doktor setuju dengan saya? Silakan.
Okay. Let's say, so I will go for Jing Ying first. Okay, Jing Ying, untuk projek Longhouse tu, part yang kami perlu the part which you must understand is when apabila you meletakkan semua aset tu, okay, what we call the mise-en-scène. So that mise-en-scène is one of the very important practice what I experienced before that in my first degree. Okay, so because of when you want to place the thing, that is the one you always have. That's why at the beginning I used to share with you all that whatever single dot, whatever single line on paper, and then whatever single asset or props in the virtual environment, you must ask 5W1H what you need to put there, you know. So because you see, like I used to tell you guys, the VR is related to applied science, applied arts, and also engineering, is it? So when you try to put something, if that thing without any usability, but you put a very high resolution, high poly, and then it will influence the memory reading. So it will influence your entire project later on. So there is the attention which you need to pay very extra attention for you to deliver that. The framework wise is you must understand the entire production. You've got pre-production, production, and post-production. So based on the pre-production, production, and post-production, you need to branch out. Each of the section, you need to understand the pipeline very well. What is the pipeline in pre-production? What is the pipeline in production? What is the pipeline in post-production? So if you can understand the pipeline very well, then it's no issue for you to structure your framework. You know, you also can. I always invite and welcome everybody to use my framework. If you don't know how to start, you also can use my framework. You know, be my guest. You know, you want to know my framework, you can go to IPS. Yeah, IPS. Because of my PhD thesis is in USM.
Yeah.
So you can see the framework. Yeah. So I think I hope I answer Jing Ying question. The next one is Azamu. Okay, pemetaan dalam 3D. Yeah, yes. Point cloud, everything is very effective. Okay. Why we need to go for lukisan atau photography? It's because like you used to see my framework, is it? The technology, the humanities, and also the nature. In the technology, I'm talking about immersive technology and also traditional method. So the traditional method is my fundamental. Everybody in research, like how I train my core team is, you must understand your own fundamental. Your fundamental must be very strong. If your fundamental is not strong, okay, you will become the user. You will become the end user. Mean to say you are only the driver. You are not the mechanic. You are not the technician. You are not the one behind the engine. Okay. But I want to train my members and me myself to become someone who have a very strong foundation. Foundation is something like my drawing skill, because of everything built out through my drawing skill, everything built out through my visualization. So beside why we need to have photography, why we need to have lukisan, is because sometimes we cannot reach our mobile devices, we cannot reach our DSLR. So whatever in front of me, even though it's just a tissue in the restaurant, everything pop out in my mind, I will sketch out. Everything pop out in my mind, because I can tell you, and everybody, Azamu and everyone here, when you committed to the project, every single moment until your dream, you will dream this project. You must remember this. You must dream this project. Yeah. Because it already become a part of your DNA. This is what you must remember. You will think of every single solution to make your project real in the virtual reality. This is the funny part. This is the funny part. You want to make the thing real, yet it's in the virtual reality. So you always have to have conversation and dialogue between you and another person in the virtual reality, you know. So this is very challenging. So that's why we back to again to the religion. You must have the religion. You know you are still belonging, because you are lost in virtual reality. This is what we experience. That's why I'm very glad that I have a very strong belief and ideology. But I still be myself. And what I learned from Prof. Hasno, I still be myself. I still show people who I am. You know? So this is my answer. Thank you. Yeah, Azamu.
Okay.
But it's a good one. It's a good one. Yeah.
Okay. So we have another 3 minutes or 2 minutes before we end at 4 o'clock. First of all, thank you to everybody who have joined us. Some of them have left probably, but anyway, thank you very much. We're going to have the next KUAT, Kuliah Atas Talian, after Hari Raya with Dr. Clarissa Lee, she will be talking about art science initiative. Anyway, Aloy, thank you very much for sharing your passion with us today. I don't know how to summarize what you have presented. So overwhelming, and but I can feel the excitement. Of course, it is VR, AR, virtual walkthrough. These are all developing technologies. They are not perfect. We are supposed to be very critical. I am very critical about VR, about online technology. Any claim of what technology can bring, I am. You also know I will be the first person who would be very, very critical. And they are not perfect, but we need to deal with the challenges of today and the future, including now with COVID. Now we are doing this online on WebEx, so we have to adapt to all the challenges. One of which is to look into the possibilities of how we can make use of VR. In your case, you are saying that I think that your end point is very important, and it's also very polemical. Yeah? Maybe the answer, maybe you are talking about not putting away cosmology, a system, a worldview. Even if you are moving into a virtual environment, we should not be, and in the virtual environment, you can do anything. We should not leave out whatever that we have inherited, especially the cosmology. And that cosmology, the system of living, the worldview, our view about ourselves, our view about nature, we need to retain that, because those are embedded with our own values. In what your last point, you were pointing out about the importance of sustaining and maintaining those values. Because if we go to virtual reality with the attitude of anything goes, then it can be very dangerous, especially with AI. So very exciting topic, Aloy. I wish we could hang out. Now with COVID, we cannot do that. And maybe next time we can hang out. If I hang out with Aloy, it will be until 4 a.m. Yeah, normally. So
There'll be more.
because so many ideas, so many good energy, positive energy. So I want my students also to have that energy, exactly
Sure,
like
anytime.
yeah. So Aloy, send my regards. Send my regards to your creative partner and your wife. Terima kasih.
Thank you.
Banyak-banyak. Terima kasih kepada semua ya. Saya dengan
Thanks
ini
for everyone.
menutup
Thanks everyone.
Webex ya. So selamat petang semua. Bye bye. Thank you very much.
Thanks,
Bye bye everybody.
Thanks everybody. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks everybody. Thanks
Bye.
everybody. Stay